like that matchup. Mackenzie with some size, athleticism. Molly Davis. Wow, one of the smallest players on the floor.
What an effort by the 5'7", maybe generous guard.
Shauna Green said that's number one, slowing the ball and then finding the shooters, especially Caitlin Clark.
Cook trying to stand her ground, gets a hand in the face. It did not matter against Clark on that fadeaway.
Sablut are looking for more offense from players like Molly Davis.
She loves to post up smaller guards, has a great back to the basket game that maybe doesn't get talked about enough. Kate Martin snatches it out of the air, attacking Mackenzie and gets it to fall. Kate Martin lining up a three, she's got it.
Just finding a gap and a straight line drive right to the rim, strong guard.
Clark sets her feet, yes.
Just 5'6". They play much bigger than their size shows.
Clark, the skip pass, and that three good by Feuerbach for her career as the countdown still going for the next record. Beautiful pick and roll, and Hannah Stokey knows what to do.
Another sold out. Yeah, she's going to be important if Iowa decides to stick with this zone for a lot of the game. She's their best three-point shooter in terms of percentage and in terms of makes.
Stokey gets free. And Clark retrieving. And dropping the dime. An eye-popping pass for this Iowa offense. Already 6 rebounds, 9 points for Caitlin Clark. Mackenzie gets the step, and there's that easy finish for Hobby. Clark keeping her head up, and then drives and dishes to Stokey. Count it!
Caitlin Clark just so smooth with this, getting in the lane and all in motion.
Dolan trying to answer and does with it too, but Kim, this is something we've talked about. To allow this kind of efficient scoring, high percentage shots at a high clip as well, as Hobby gets her own high percentage look right in the paint off the spin move. Falter working it around the perimeter, back in the hands of Clark. It's been Mackenzie getting the lion's share of the assignment today. Here to protect our booth as we look at this last Clark play.
Carver Hawkeye wanted to travel there. A little bit of a hop step.
Clark back to back, igniting this crowd once more.
More threes than anybody in the country. She loves to go left and then.
Clark sizing up her defender, and Dolan gets some space. That is too tough to stop.
But the intention to sell that cut, and then that is just perfect.
Maryland mixing up their defense, now just in a zone.
Taylor again, how about that? Off the iron, and now back come the Terps. Cashing in a triple.
Coming back into their defense. Great spacing offensively for the Terps.
Theory goes up strong. Megan, I know you like to think of her as maybe one of the most underrated players against Penn State and Nebraska, both dominant double-digit wins as their last 4 games have been. McMahon swirling in the lane. Now McDaniel trying to answer the other way. What a shot there for Bree McDaniel.
Back and forth we go. Bree McDaniel making everything look smooth. How about this? Off of 1 foot, are you kidding me?
Lead propels right back up to 8. And then the steal, Celeste Taylor, one of the best defenders in the country, turns a steal into 2 and a 10-point lead. That's been more of the bread and butter. You haven't really thought of them as a three-point shooting team this season overall. J.C. Sheldon, speaking of getting to the bucket.
They finally started to come together and get comfortable.
And right out of the timeout there, it is going to be an and-one opportunity for Maryland.
It's nothing better as a coach than when your team executes out of a timeout. And just like that, hard.
Couldn't corral it. Sheldon with it. 3-on-2 for the Buckeyes. Flips it over to McMahon.
Wow, what a play.
She stayed straight up there. Wow.
Bree McDaniel, that was excellent timing.
Now she's trailing the play. 1-3. McDaniel! They were a shoot around today as well. Oh, nice pump fake. And one opportunity here for McDaniel.
Bree McDaniel mode has been activated. She is so physical, strong, times that perfectly, waits for Sheldon to...
Maryland have another answer. It's a steal for Ohio State. Their 10th of the game. Theory trying to capitalize on it and done. And you can't foul. Taylor loves to drive on that side. We're able to knock one down. But the forte has been in the lane and mid-range shots over the course of this 4-game winning streak. They go back to that bread and butter and get 2.
Great move. Man-to-man defense. They switch 1 through 5.
Brenda Freese told us we might see some of that today. Taylor Theory's able to beat it off the glass. Cody McMahon getting set to check back in with the 4 fouls. Theory, oh, what a drive there from Taylor Theory.
Maryland switches defensively in that man-to-man. Taylor Theory goes all the way to the basket.
They loved playing in front of these home fans. 13-1 on this court this year. Blocked by Mika Lashikova.
Purdue shoot-around defensively, spending a lot of time on their post traps and denying her the ball. And the 3 in the air, and it goes down for the first points with Natalie Leitzinger hitting from out deep. Still has the style and the game.
Yes.
The take into Williams, and 2 for Sarah Williams on the board for the first time.
So right now, what you've got is a strong Caitlin Harper just playing behind Sarah Williams. It's not always easy to get post touches. So if you can get penetrating, and now Caitlin Harper has to help from the midline, well, that's going to free Sarah Williams up for a little dump pass.
Wide open look, and that's cash. 3-point hit, Caitlin Harper. Makes the draw up easy. Know who the target is? Maybe not. Here's Porter on the take, and Porter with the scoop.
She's a true 3-level scorer. We just saw her mid-range. She can get to the rim, but she can also shoot for 3.
Terry has the poke away. Ellis coming off her best game of the Big Ten. The score, now the give up for 2 more for Stevenson. Right after the broken nose, coming up with that big game, her season high. Williams weaving, took the contact and scored.
It's a tough basket. I actually thought I would have passed out of it, but when you're on a 12-game double-double streak, you don't pass out of double team.
So Stevenson down this end, 10 points already. She stays in for Purdue with Jones into the game. And giving it up. And instant impact off the bench. Pinballing around. Wouldn't quite sit down. Deep 3, lines down, Madison Layden.
Why not?
Andrews get it back. This was almost logo range for Layden.
Money mad is what they call her. She came into this game 16 points.
Well, that is just swallowed up by Williams.
In Purdue, Katie Gerald's great staff. They're known for playing scout deep. So they're a team that if doubling is going to work, they're going to double. If zone is going to work, they're going to zone as Caitlin Harper hits that 3. So we talked earlier about Caitlin Harper being a tough matchup. They invert.
Potential 3 from Leitzinger. 5 on the shot clock, and Porter into trouble. And Stevenson with a pass ahead for Ellis on the break, and that is smashed. Sarah Williams with her 3rd block. Purdue making Wisconsin work it. 25 seconds gone on this trip. Down to 3, deep trip, and it goes down. Leitzinger from way outside, ties it up.
This freshman is coming at you, but speaking of seniors, Natalie Leitzinger, you said it. She was a walk-on here at Wisconsin.
Terry going to work. Fall away, yes.
Smooth.
That's what the pro scouts want to see. And a takeaway.
And why wouldn't you? It's a pretty looking jumper.
Well, Swanson got it back for Purdue and into Harper for 2. How they organize things as a staff. Katie Gerald and the entire staff have a piece in it. And Swanson, another steal, and she deserves to score that. You know, deep and balanced in the middle. It is really good at the top. Down the baseline, Copeland, and Williams is fouled. Now she just needs 1 more rebound.
It's a great job by Sarah Williams. Another area in which she's grown is passing out of double teams, being able to face up.